Ramon Abbas, also known as HushPuppi, is a Nigerian millionaire that was arrested in the month of June and is accused of conspiring to launder hundreds of millions of dollars through cybercrime schemes. He was recently denied bail because he, and I quote, posed too much of a flight risk. Ultimately, he is still in custody and is awaiting a trial that will take place in California. Things are not looking so great right now for HushPuppi, so we have to ask, what will happen if HushPuppi is found guilty? How drastic would the effect be on his life and those connected to him? That is what we'll discuss today on Green Click. By the way, be a friend and subscribe, click the notification button to get alerts, and like the video to help us make more videos we love about our amazing continent. Let's dive in. Now, Mr. Abbas is said to be about 37 years old, and not much is known about his life. He was born and raised in Nigeria, but eventually moved to Malaysia. Most sources mention that around this time is when he started to acquire wealth. The Enigma has a following of over 2.5 million people on its Instagram account, and he is not shy to flaunt his lavish lifestyle. He's usually showing his expensive collection of cars, from Rolls-Royce and Maybachs, tailored specifically for him. He also has watches that most men would dream to have, like Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet. When it comes to fashion, HushPuppi seems to have a particular liking towards Gucci. However, you will occasionally see him wearing Fendi and Louis Vuitton fabrics. Private jets and helicopters are also other forms of transportation that HushPuppi is not timid to disclose on his public Instagram account, as he shows his many destinations around the world. A Socialite Life will bring celebrity friends, and HushPuppi has shown that he has met the likes of football players, artists like Wizkid, and even Salt Bae himself. It is not a surprise to see that the display of this lifestyle could attract law enforcement or create envy among onlookers, while others may see this as inspiration. But the mystery here is no one knows where he acquired his wealth from or how he sustains this amount of wealth that he has. According to his Instagram account, he is a real estate developer. But recently, his attorney spoke out mentioning that HushPuppi's wealth is derived from being a brand advertiser. Whichever way, his estimated and assumed net worth sits at 20 million US dollars. No wonder you can pay $10,000 rent a month. So what will happen if Mr. Abbas is found guilty? For one, the charges against him are hefty, and if convicted, things will definitely go sour for Mr. Abbas. When arrested and his home was stripped, the Dubai police claimed to have seized nearly $41 million, 13 luxury cars worth $6.8 million, and phone and computer evidence containing more than 100,000 fraud files and the addresses of nearly 2 million possible victims. Furthermore, prosecutors claim he attempted to launder over $124 million from an English team, defrauded a law firm of almost $1 million, and attempted to hijack $14 million from a foreign national institution. If found guilty, HushPuppi will face some time in jail, and since he did not commit a murder, he won't be in jail for life or be on the horizon of the death penalty. However, according to the US justice system, he would face up to a maximum of 20 years. Parole may not even be an option. This result would further damage the reputation Nigerians have of being internet scammers, especially when this is coming off the heels of 2019's bust of over 80 scammers, of whom most were Nigerians. Over $1.7 billion in 2019 alone was lost from America by online scams, and Nigerians will always be the guinea pigs, even though other nations participate in it. If convicted, most of the celebrities that had a form of interaction with HushPuppi would most likely want to distance themselves from him, as his reputation would be tarnished. Ramon would have a criminal record attached to him for the rest of his life, even when he gets out of jail, and most likely would be immediately deported to Nigeria at almost 60 years old. It would be difficult to rebuild one's life at that stage, and practically in a new country. This will cause mental anguish and heartache, as most of his midlife would be spent behind bars. He would lose all his assets and would have to find a way to get his life back together at such a late stage. He is a father, and one can only imagine how this would affect his children and the remainder of his family. Even though things are not looking so great, we are hoping that the source of his wealth is legal and he can put all this behind him and come out of this situation a stronger person. So what is your take on HushPuppi's situation? Is he a Yahoo boy, or is he a result of a trust fund? We would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you'd like to be informed when we roll out new videos, give us a like to help us with the YouTube algorithm. Share this with a friend and drop a comment if you disagree or would like to request a video. Till then, brothers and sisters, have an awesome day.